Hi, I'm Alwyn and I want to show you how to recreate this beautiful bridal updo using my favorite OSiS dry texture line. Keep watching. So I'm going to start using the OSiS Texture Craft Spray to give some texture to already beach waved hair. I start with a fishtail braid on a side section and I take two pieces of hair and from the outside of one side I crisscross it over to the other side, and then a small section from the other crisscross it over to the other side. One small section from the left, bring it over to the right, one outer section from the right, bring it over to the left, and then I do 3 rotations of this. Then, as if it's a French braid, I take sections from the other hair and add it to the fishtail braid, bring it over to the other section like I did previously. I'll continue this rotation of 3 tiny sections of the regular braid and then French braiding in 2 more sections and continue down all the way around the head. When I get to the point I no longer need to take sections from outside of the braid, I just continue a regular fishtail braid all the way down to the end and then tie it off. I'll fan out the braid just by pulling on the outer edges, and then I'll go back in and use my OSiS soft dust to add a little bit more texture and fan out a little bit more. Remember when you get to the top of the braid that there's some 3 little sections that are hidden in between the hair that we gathered from the side. So make sure you fan these out too. I gently tug on either side of the braid just to add a little bit more texture and a little bit looser. We get to the back of the head, I'll just take a crown section and crisscross it over, pin it in place, and then gently pull on the pieces to give it a little more height. For the other side, I take a section of hair, leaving some pieces out for around the face, and then I twist them over each other, almost like into a rope braid. I'll pin it in place on the other side and then gently tug on the top of this section to add a little more texture and fullness. At this point, we're gonna just bring over the braid that we had made with the fishtail braid and tuck it in on the side and pin it in place. Once the braid is in place, you can gently tug on either sides to make any volume you want or add extra texture. Then we're going to tie off what remains of the hair into a ponytail and leaving out some little straggly pieces just for interest. Once we have the ponytail in place, I'm just going to do a regular fishtail braid, taking tiny section from one side, bringing it over to the other and all the way down the braid and tie it off. I use my OSiS soft dust here as well to add a little more texture and fan out the braid as much as possible, adding lots and lots of texture. We'll then put the fullest part of the braid over on the opposite side and pin it in place, and then bring it over to the other side and pin the end of that in place too. Lastly, I'll use my OSiS Texture Craft Spray to just add a little bit more texture and pull out pieces where I feel needs more texture and more fullness. And here's the end result. I hope you guys like it. Enjoy!